Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're actually quite exciting for people that haven't bought yet. So just started what I'm talking about. I did buy booster box at 260. It actually went down to 250 but then went back up to 270. Yet now what we're looking at is a 220 booster box. There's about two of them for sale, then goes 224 for 10. That's quite a lot. So what's going to happen with the first chapter booster box? Well, it looks like it will continue going down. It hit our first target of 220. Now, are we going to get closer to MSRP? It's a good question. I would assume, depending on how much Lorcana, the makers of the game, don't like the secondary market, they could potentially, well, the price could potentially keep crashing with more reprints. But again, we haven't got the reprint in Europe. So again, a lot of these people, maybe buying 4, they're going to sell it to Europeans for a markup because they know Europe hasn't got the reprint yet. But if you live in Europe, wait for your reprint. As you've seen, they said they were going to reprint the booster box. Everyone's like, no, they're not. I don't believe them. Look at it. They reprinted it and boom, someone bought at 390. Boom, someone bought at 415. Boom. Right now, Lorcana's first chapter is at a $180 discount, but it's up a $60 markup. So, could you wait longer? Potentially. The only thing I do not know, and I cannot tell you if how the markets are going to react with a second set. But have you seen right now, the Floodborne booster box has dropped. And as we talked about, who was this person that bought like 4 of them at 364? Why would you do that? The set's not even out yet. MSRP is 160. Again, the people buying that 3 or 4, 299, 240. Answer is no. Do not buy this pre-order. They're getting marked up, and trust me, they're gonna get print to demand. Disney Lorcana 300 and all that. Now again, I went to Reddit and there was a post, and there's actually quite a few posts that how a bunch of LGSs don't get the allocations. They're like, oh, we don't got a lot of allocations. I don't. The only thing I don't get is how distributors give allocations to certain people. Because as we saw in one of my past videos, one store got 30 first chapter booster boxes, but then you go to Reddit and the store only got 2. So how does a distributor justify, one LGS gets 30 and the other one gets 2? I'm going to assume it's the sales. It's how well connected you are with the distributor. I can't. It's the only thing I've seen so far. I know if you're friends with one distributor and you buy their other stuff, they're going to give you more. So the person that bought the 30 boxes of Lorcana booster boxes probably bought other stuff. But if an LGS just slowly is like, I ordered this, that's all I want, you're likely not going to get it. From my understanding. Again, I'm not an LGS. It's just videos I watch because that's all I do. In my free time, if I'm out of work, school, etc., I watch cards, videos, openings, card shows, and local game stores talk about allocations. So, and right now, with the supply, that there's more booster boxes, yet an LGS doesn't get any. The supply was meant for the United States. Again, I don't know if Canada would be considered part of the United States. I can't even pronounce the word. Getting the supply they were part of the United States getting the supply. Because from the statement that I've shown, is that the United States would get the reprint, and so will Europe. You didn't see Canada, which I would say Canada would be partially part of the American supply chain, but again, it might be a little harder for them to transport it across to Canada. Again, I'm not too sure about that. But I just know that allocations, if you go to Reddit, they complain about, oh, this is going to be super limited supply. Yet I look at the booster box getting reprinted, I'm like, probably not. Your store is just not getting enough because it probably doesn't make enough money. It's not coughing up a lot more money to get these booster boxes. Again, we know why some stores actually want to sell it at MSRP. But right now, the smart ones are selling it where TCG player is and maybe a little lower. With a few booster packs. The only thing that doesn't make sense right now are the starter decks. And if we go to page 2, is, well, it did drop $3. $13 a pack. These booster packs should be worth between $3 to $4 MSRP. I think it's like 3 something, okay? You go to Target, around 3 something. They're still outrageously high. It doesn't make sense for these. And it doesn't even make sense for these. Again, these were the same price the other day. I was like, why is a booster pack worth as much as a sleeve? It doesn't make sense. So what I'm trying to say is that I believe this is going to get printed to the ground. Now, people don't think this is going to get printed to the ground, but I think I've shown in the last video that the Floodborne set comes out November 17th. That's on Friday. All these prices are going to drop. Every single item. And this right here, it's a big question mark. It says it's part of the Rise of the Floodborne. But as you've seen, we go to, we'll just pop in Pokemon real fast, high to low. There's still pre-sale, and this is considered Paradox Rift. It's part of the Build and Battle bundle. So I'm not too sure if last time this was, if the gift set came out the same, or maybe, well, it's different. The Disney one, I don't know if they're saving this, because there's also the Disney shop that's going to be selling it on December 1st. Not November 17th, December 1st. So, I don't know when exactly this is coming out. If it doesn't come out, I'm sort of glad, because I don't have to spend all my money in one day. But this is MSRP 100, and someone posts like, oh, I'm only getting 1. I'm only getting 2 of these. I'm pretty sure this is going to get printed to demand. Because they have to supply the Disney shop, and they got to supply their local Walmarts and Targets and the LGSs. So I'm pretty sure you're going to find this on the secondary market between 120 and 160. So I wouldn't be too worried about when people post their allocations, because it depends on what their actual store does. How are they? What's their partnership with their distributor? And I've seen different stuff. And some people may not like how others are like in bed with their distributors, get good deals. But it's just how it is. So this booster box is falling too, we talked about. That we question this guy right here for them for 360. Why would you do that? And the reason why I believe they did that is because they didn't believe in the reprint. They didn't believe in what this done. This should be a wake-up call. Right now, I think when people look at other products for the next set, they're in disbelief. They're like, it's not going to happen. All these LGSs are posting. Well, I'm going to say the LGSs that are making a lot of money, they're not posting on Reddit. They're not posting on social media besides their own accounts. Personally, my LGS doesn't even have a social media account, but they're super popular. That I wouldn't say they're a franchise, but they have 2 to 3 locations in the area, like the same shop. That's how big they are. And they sell, I wouldn't say they sell at MSRP because they sold me the starter decks for like $25 before the reprint. So I wouldn't say it's close, but it was a way better deal. It was under like $40 compared to what you're getting like right here. Like, these are a waste of money. Just wait until November 17th, the reprints will hit. Because that's what it said. It said the reprints for everything else is going to hit November 17th. Probably along with some more booster boxes. And that's why you're seeing them drop even more. You're going to see constant flow of booster boxes into these LGSs. And then we talked about the card dropping. So Stitch has dropped $235. Tinkerbell $195. Maui dropped $145. And then Genie $145. Which is quite interesting how Stitch is dropping. But I think, I don't even pay attention too much, but there are more listings for Stitch now. I think it was at like 12 or something, and now it's at like 17. I don't know how many 18 listings, so 230. But I bought one, super high price, but it's in my binder. I like looking at it. It's a cool card. When we look at Elsa right now is selling at $615, and look at this. This hasn't moved. It says market value $751, but I looked up market value. It's just the last sales, and the last sales are like sub $650. But TCG Player is like, oh, I don't see it. So I don't know what's going on with market price. So you shouldn't really be looking at market price. Always look at the lowest listing and seeing what it is. $615. So I also wanted to look at the sold listings on eBay. $750. I don't know, why would you buy this when you can go to TCG Play for $750? $529. That's really good. And then what I also saw, if I go to my calculator app, the card videos I watch when they go to like shows and all that, they do a thing called comps and stuff. Like, I need to make money on it. So I think they take the price and they times it by 0.7, which that would be $430 card. 615 times 0.8, 492. So let's take, so right now is at 615, so 529. 615, so 529 divided by 615. And that's a point, it's 86%. So it's about 14% off is what they got. Right? Times, maybe is it 8% off? I don't know. But it's 0.86 out of 1. So that would be, that's 86% of that? That's crazy. Wait, 529 divided by 615. Yeah, 0.86. So 14% difference in price. Best offer accepted, probably around probably between $900 to $1,000. $550. Wow, only 2 bids. That's quite interesting. Why? Because it's a low. Wasn't a lot of sales in this account, and then 96. They're looking for a little more. This person's probably going to get scammed. Just looking at 3, then 0%. Nothing much at all. This one's pretty legit. Around market value, but sold with the bids. So pretty much Elsa is dropping as well. Should you pick it up? I don't know. It's not my favorite character, so I'm not messing with it. And this is the promos I want to look up. I would say D23 950. I think I saw one. I think I saw another one. right here, the bids. Well, I just want to say be careful with the D23 promos. Because I saw a video saying that these things could be faked. And there were a lot of fake ones that got sent to PSA. And PSA found out, and so they stopped accepting the Mickeys because there's so many fakes out there. So be careful when you buy a Mickey that is not graded, a D23 Mickey not graded. Be careful about that. Gaston, $80. That's a pretty good deal. I think last time we saw was like at 115. But again, I'm saving my money for the Floodborn. I want to get this stuff. I want to have my seal collection all good to go. Because so far, what have I bought? Well, I bought one booster box. I bought one of these. Now, I don't know. It feels a little light to me, but hey, I think all the from the openings I saw, all the packs are on one side. It felt light to me, but hey, one side was heavy. But I'm not opening it. I did buy one trove, and I bought one of each deck. Very lower price than these, but that's what I've bought. And so with this new set, what I'm going to buy, one trove, one booster box. I want to buy two of these. I want to buy two Disney 100s, just one to open and one to collect. And then both these decks for closer to MSRP, which can do not pre-order any of this stuff. You will get ripped off pretty hard. But that's pretty much it. So Gaston, $80 is good. Elsa is, the price is stubborn. I'm just going to say that price is stubborn at $600. But again, you've seen a sale for $550, $529. So there could be some more selling going on. I don't know. When they find out there's so many PSA 10s out there, maybe the price will crash. I don't know. Do not buy pre-order boxes. Would you buy a 220? Maybe. If you think the reprint's going to end. I don't think it's going to end. Again, 220 is a $180 discount. That's pretty good. But again, you got the Euro reprint wave going to hit Europe. So I think this price will get hit again. Probably go under $200 by probably the week after Floodborn will go under $200. This is my opinion. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.